Hello, I'm Mary Joyce Downing. Welcome to Northglenn Now, all about what's new in Northglenn. My guests today are Leslie Carrico, president of the Northglenn Community Foundation, and Amanda Peterson, vice president of the board, director of Parks, Recreation, and Culture for the city. First, let's go with you, Amanda. Can you tell us, please, and provide us a little background about the foundation, maybe how it got started and why?
The Northglenn Community Foundation actually started as the Northglenn Park Foundation in 1985 and supported parks, recreation, and improvements to our park system throughout that time. In about 2004, there was a need identified in the community to do a little more, and the board transitioned from a park foundation into a community foundation at that time.
Okay. Has the board changed in many ways, and can you tell us a little more about it?
It has. Again, in the early stages, the board really worked to support the park system, which we still continue to do. And when we made that shift in 2004, we started as an effort to for neighbors to help neighbors, to pay it forward. We went through a few different programs and ideas before we came to where we're at today.
Okay. Can you give us a little information about the programs of the foundation? I know you have the Memorial Tree and Bench program.
We do. The Memorial Tree and Bench program has been around for over 15 years. We invite individuals or groups to purchase trees or benches to commemorate a loved one or a special event in their lives or within their organization. Those trees are then placed with input from the donor as well as city staff throughout our city park system or at city facilities. The benches are identified with a commemorative plaque, so you may see them throughout the community. The trees are identified with a plaque that sits in City Hall right outside of council chambers. Trees cost $325 to purchase. Benches are $650, and those are placed permanently in our system.
Great. What a wonderful way to honor a loved one. It's really a nice program. Leslie, can you talk to me a little bit about the utility billing assistance program?
Yep, indeed I can. It's been going on for about 5 or 6 years, and it's a great way for people that are struggling to get their Northglenn water, sewer, trash bill taken care of. So it could be a real hardship with someone in the family having a major illness or disease, or possibly people losing their job, or grandparents inheriting their grandkids, and lots of different things that are happening within, of course, society these days. So since we started the program, we have probably helped about 170 people, probably on an average for a month kind of a thing. And it does help people kind of get caught up, keep their water going, and keep their place healthy. So it's a good program, and people are allowed to submit for a grant request. We evaluate them the first Thursday of every month. So it's a good way to help out the community.
Can you tell me, is the foundation looking at or pursuing other programs?
Yes, indeed we are. In fact, we have a whole list we just discussed a couple months ago. And so some of them are in progress and some of them already have started happening. But a couple things that we already do is a backpack school supply drive that we've done the last few years. And we do that in partnership with a Precious Child who helps out 7 different counties. And they, of course, help out Northglenn. So this past year, with the community's help as well as with foundation money that we had and some of the individuals within our board, of course. We did probably about 85 backpacks that were stuffed full of good school supplies that the kids needed for different age levels. And we hope that this next year we'll be able to double that or maybe even triple it with our funding. So that's one thing. We're also looking to help with the cold weather food program with Crossroads Church. And so we donated some money there to help them in times where their food bank is a little bit low. We're looking to expand our flu shot program that we did previously with St. Anthony's North, but we're going to probably change that up this year and possibly even offer it at the rec center. But we're still working through how that will work this coming fall, in 2017. The bike program, we're of course in big support of the bikes being repaired, so we've put some funding there, some funding with Meals on Wheels to help some of our seniors and people that are more shut-in situation. We're also looking to do a drive with a Rising Hope or for a Rising Hope, which is one of the women's, children, pet, they even take in pets, and as you well know, with all the things that they do. But we're looking to do a drive and to get, probably in March, early March, to help get housewares that they need, hygiene products, paper goods, things like that. So we'll be asking people in the city that want to help to please pitch in, as well as we'll be putting some money towards buying the things that they need for that center to keep it going. In fact, right now, we're providing some wrapping paper and ribbons and bags and good stuff for the Christmas crusade, because they always need those things. And of course, we're looking for to provide some assistance to seniors. And this is going to be a program that will take us a little bit of work to make happen. But it's to really provide some assistance to people that need financial and physical help with maybe handrails for their stairs getting into their home or within their home, and seeing how we can maybe help keep safety for our seniors. Make that happen for them. So that's going to take a little bit of work on our behalf to try to figure out how the best way to allocate that funding and source, but we'll be working on that, as well as scholarships for families that have children that would like to go to summer camp, but maybe are having a hard time funding that for all of their children. So we're looking at expanding that as well for scholarships for summer camp, and providing bears and stuffed animals to the SCL hospital that just opened for little kids that maybe come in and are traumatized or needing just something to hug on, And then we also have another program that we're looking to support some community projects that might require some large funding, that we're going for grants, and maybe we can be a financial support there as well as writing a letter in support of a community project that might be funded by ADCO or some institution, so. Did I miss any?
I don't think so.
I know there's a lot. There's a lot that we're looking at.
Well, I'm amazed. It sounds to me like it's a full-time job, and I know this is a volunteer
Oh, yes.
program, so I am just amazed. And I keep hearing over and over again about you have to raise money and or you're giving money. So talk to me a little bit about how you secure your resources and how you go about what type of fundraising, or is that what you do, write grants? How do you secure your resources?
Right. Well, we've been fortunate this year to be the benefactors of the ones getting to sell the alcohol at both the Pirate Fest and at the Food Truck Carnival. So that meant we all got tips trained and got, people resources, and we worked the whole weekend, selling beer and ale and whatever else it was. I think, what other rum drinks? He had some rum drinks and whatnot. But needless to say, we did really well with that. We have 2 dine and donates. Each year we've been lucky enough for the Glen to be supportive of us. So usually in March and also in either early November or late October, we do a dine and donate with them. And 10% of all their food that is sold that evening, they write us a check for that. And sometimes people, of course, donate as well at that event. And so that's very helpful. What else have we done? We did sell some bricks over at the bridge over at E.B. Rains one year, and that did very well. But
With the July 4th fireworks and flapjacks 4-mile race.
That's true.
Which gives people an opportunity to come out and participate in a run, and raises a little money for the foundation as well.
That's right. So we usually have an activity, some kind of fundraising activity at least every other month that we're doing to help fund these causes and so forth. But we're lucky that we're able to expand and help some other groups out, and then, of course, expand some of our own programs too.
So the foundation is a 501c3.
Yes.
So any gifts from an organization or individual, it is tax deductible, right?
That is correct, yes. And we'd be happy to accept any donations, and we would get tax receipts to those people. So you can always call our number, 303-450-8822, and we'll get back to you and can get people a tax receipt or answer any questions that they may have. Sometimes people ask about the utility grant and so forth, but we would be happy to receive donations too.
I know both you and Amanda have been on the board for quite a while. Can you tell us who else might be on the board?
Oh, of course, we have Jerry Gavette. He's our secretary treasurer, and a very good one at that. He is a hardworking guy and a big-hearted gentleman. So he's been with us since what? Probably the Parks and Rec, the inception of the board entirely back in
Might
maybe
have
even
been.
the
It's-
80s, maybe even in the 80s. So Jerry's been around a long time working on stuff and doing great stuff. We have Mary Herman, who helps us with representing a lot of our senior, just the seniors as a whole, and such a sweetheart, and she's very active with the NSO. And we have Sherry Hale. And not only does she have Hale Resources, which is a human resource company in Northglenn, but she's a very giving and big-hearted lady who has lots of great ideas. And of course, our councilwoman, Marcy Whitman, is on the foundation as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now tell me, if someone wanted to volunteer to be a board member or volunteer for some of your projects, who would they contact, and what kind of help would they be given?
Well, truly, I mean, anybody could call any one of us or myself, or that 303-450-8822, which is our general mailbox. But we are always looking for more foundation members that are willing to participate and come and attend the meetings and, pitch in and roll up their sleeves. And that's really what this organization is. We roll up our sleeves and we're at everything, and whether it's selling a beer or whether it's getting people to come out to the Glen or buy a brick or whatever it might be, get out and run, we're there. So we can always use help at any of those events, getting people excited, helping out, doing, selling tickets or selling beer. We always have something that somebody could do to help. And if somebody would like to become a foundation member, we would love that.
Okay. Well, I know from experience how energetic you are and Amanda is, in doing a lot of these programs. I know I would catch my breath trying to keep up with you. And I know, as a former Ward 2 council member, you've been very active and you've got a lot of experience in this area and with your involvement with the foundation, and the city as well. So can you kind of tell me the impact of the foundation on the community?
Well, I think with a lot of the ways we're expanding our programs and trying to help with some funding, that we're touching all areas. We're touching children, we're touching families, we're touching seniors, we're doing flu shots. We're trying to help people in all different areas of life, whether it be someone who needs help with a bike, giving money to the bike program or a flu shot. I just think we're really looking to spread that help and those resources to everyone, no matter what their age is. And I just kind of wanted to read a short letter I just received yesterday that I was really thrilled to have.
Okay.
November 19th, it says, but I just got it yesterday. Dear Northglenn Community Foundation Board, I wish to thank you for your consideration in helping me with my water bill. I thank and praise God for your foundation and the members of the board that saw it fit to assist me in that emergency. Your kindness and understanding is surely a blessing to those in need and cannot be forgotten. May God bless each one of you and the participants on the foundation. Thanks again. And I won't say the name, but I think that some people just really need a hand up, and if they get a little assistance on a bill that's just causing them a lot of grief and they're worried about their water, it just makes a big difference in their life. So I think with other things that we're able to do and help with, I think the foundation is a great cause and does a lot of good things.
Okay. Leslie, thank you for sharing that letter. I mean, it just kind of reinforces what the foundation is all about. Thank you, Leslie and Amanda. And thank you for watching. For more information about the Northglenn Community Foundation, visit www.northglenn.org/NCF.